What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sekiro playthrough. Today, we're going to be actually stepping into the Fountainhead Palace. It is a very big area with a lot to do. Everything that you see, all those buildings over there, all these up here, that is all stuff that we can go into and explore, including, obviously, this down here. What we're actually going to do first is make this entire area a lot easier to handle. So I'm going to be essentially skipping to the end and then going back to the beginning and going through it, because there is a certain thing that prevents you from really exploring too much. Other than these guys, very annoying enemies, but again, they have. So the status effect that they were actually filling up is, I think it's just called the feeble status effect. And what it does is it puts you down to where, like, our health bar would be the size of like the 2 resurrection nodes, the first 2. So if the third one wasn't there, our health bar would be brought down to that max health, so we can't heal. We also can't move. We basically pull out the sword and use it as a cane and walk around with. The only thing you can do is jump. You can't attack. You can't do anything. You die in one hit. It also blocks your resurrections, so you would die and actually die. Can't res. It's awful. It's debatably worse than terror. So that's something you got to watch out for, as well as if you see right at the top of my head, between like my ponytail and the actual head, there's a little boy up there. I actually think it's a girl. She makes this entire area hard to traverse as well. As you'll notice, when we get into the water, she shocks you. She just throws lightning at you. It goes through walls. It goes through other things in the water. It's not fun. So in order to explore everything, because we can dive, and obviously there's water here, so we're going to explore under the water, we're going to kill her. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip to the end, kill her, and then fully be able to explore without being burdened by anything. And there's a skip that you can do. Very easy. You're going to swim over here, dive down. You'll get hit by it. It'll give you shock stuff, because we actually haven't been shocked yet. I'm going to heal off. Go here. There's a giant carp that spawns. Shocks us again. Heal it off. And we want to swim in here. The giant carp acts like the great serpent. She can still hit you in here if you're not moving fast enough. I'm trying to heal off. Okay, now she can't hit me. Hi, bud. How are you doing? If the carp spots you and you go in the building, he can just destroy the building and kill you. And then boom. There you are. You made it past the carp. And to the end of Fountainhead Palace. But we won't be exploring the end just yet. I will come up here, because this is the only way out of the end. Grab this idol. So that's a little short skip you can do, and you can progress to go, like, actually finish off the area without doing any of the extra stuff and exploring. Kill these guys. Juicy stuff. Grab this. I believe it's a Juzo statue. Oh, it's a gourd seed. It's the last gourd seed. My bad. Open this up because we'll need it later. And open this up because this is actually how you get back to Fountainhead Palace. It's a shortcut. You would come up here and the door obviously. And before we get to fighting the enemies here, run past them to get these spears and slowly we're gonna come over here. Rest up here. Or not. It's okay though, we sat down at it. And then we got Okami. With the reflect off. This is a very hard attack to reflect. I want to see if I can actually get it. I've never been able to do it. I'm getting hit by other enemies. Rotate over here. Oh no! Awkward. No, 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 no. Okay, she can't hit us because we're under the tree. Awkward. Anyway, so we want to kill her, so she stops shooting lightning at us. She's actually considered mini-boss. That's why she has one death blow. She gives a prayer bead and doesn't respawn. That's why we want to kill her as fast as possible. Or at least I do, so I can explore the area. I jumped way too late. It's such a delayed attack. I heal. Also super weak enemy. Alright, so she doesn't respawn. Now we're going to go back to the Corrupted Monk so we can explore it in the proper fashion, just without having to worry about her. So I just like doing that to get it out of the way. Wait, did I go to the right one? It doesn't matter. I think I went to the one that's on the outside of the bridge instead of the one that's actually in the boss room, but it's a short walk. Doesn't really matter at all. Yeah. Gotta jump down here again. You can actually make this jump without grappling as well. If you jump in the right spot, you can. I almost missed it. Alright. So now we'll explore this area. I'm actually gonna let myself get feebled or enfeebled, whatever you call it, so you guys can see what it does. And then he comes and runs at you. All we can do is jump. We're full posture, no health, can't move. That's our attack. It lasts a very long time. And then you gotta heal it off. Come on. So yeah, don't get enfeebled. It's not fun. It makes fighting enemies very hard because you just can't fight them. Sorry, I should have knocked. I don't believe there's actually anything on the outside here. Oh, there is! I'm wrong. Like usual. Like coin purse. So grapple up here and get rid of these roof enemies first, because they could also be annoying. You shouldn't see us. Got a big chunk of gold. We don't want to lose it. Gray wax is another upgrade material. Oh, we actually have to fight these guys first because I know he's here. How to kill him. You will certainly die if you get enfeebled with actual enemies around you. you to lock on. Okay. These enemies can be hard to deflect because their movements are so sporadic. They're doing the same thing but delayed. But they have relatively low posture and health. But they do a lot of damage. Like most enemies, they have their instant posture fill-up attacks. That one. This one's got a bow. Unlock on, that's cool. Bow up here? Maybe? No, she's the only one, and then the other 3 on the roof that we already killed. Grab this item, and then we have a new dog enemy. These dogs actually... I don't have that air prosthetic. Actually have a lightning effect that they can do. And it hurts a lot. Because it shocks you like every other lightning effect, but combined with that like actual speed of a pack of dogs, it can be very annoying to deal with. So you want to be very careful when actually going through this area for your first time and not knowing where all the enemies are going to be. Because you get enfeebled in this section and you're pretty much done for it because there are other enemies to capitalize on it. There we go. Yeah, don't get shocked. It's not good. Oh, that's an actual ground item. I thought that was a body item. I was trying to suck it up. More sugars. Let's see, is this something I'm missing on the roof here at all? No, doesn't look like it. Alright. Now, progress some further. These next buildings. This is where it's really designed to just stealth the entire thing. Because you can hear the flutes. And those are the enemies that enfeeble you. And they kind of watch each other's backs pretty well, sadly. So, if you actually were to run out and kill this one, because of these gaps here, there's one watching you. You want to crouch down so he doesn't see you.
Excuse me, young man. Young man, please be careful. The palace nobles have a craving for the vitality of youth. They can't help themselves. They want nothing but to sap away more and more of it.
I see.
The courtyard ahead in particular. It is accursed. It's crawling with palace nobles. If you must forge ahead, you'd best go around it.
Okay, go around it. Yeah, one already spotting us. You can see one there. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this guy. Oh, we got spotted. I believe there's one also in this, like walking up and down this hallway, is there not? And there he is. You can see him. So we know which way he's looking as well. I think we can't go into, yeah. Can we open this? Nope. So that's another one you kind of got to charge at. Also being watched. Grab this item here. 4 yellow gunpowder, nice. Wish I would have known that was there when I was grinding my yellow gunpowder for upgrades. You actually need a lot of it. And you saw him just walk out right before we went up. Hope you like high-pitched whistling. I'll go in here. Thank you. We've alerted some people. This is what I was looking for. Give me the grapple point. Oh, it's here? Oh, there was one there. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Now, I believe they're under me, but also looking at me. So this one has its 2 guards. Run away. Did you kill your friend that quickly? You just dumb? Okay, whatever. Can't see anything. How am I supposed to deflect that? Now you're fighting. Don't attack. You're done, okay? Jeez. Thank you. I wonder if you can actually... I'm trying to get it to, like, see out the windows, but I guess you can't. Back to stealth. I didn't think he would see me. This courtyard's not fun. Jumping attacks don't want to happen in this. That's kind of... And if you get, like, targeted by multiple, the effect is a lot faster, as you'd expect. Something else. Maybe. I don't even know what this thing does, or has the ability to do. Chest for me. Chest for me. Divine grass. Well, where's the... There's an enemy here with it. Does it go back? It did. Alright, so for this one we just gotta rush in here to fight it. Sidestepped it, unfortunately. Oh, sorry. attack me? Usually they do like 4 sweeps in a row. Do something. I say that every time. And then they do something that I attack because they weren't doing anything. Alright. Anyone else want to mess around? Alright, I'm not going to rest just yet because we don't really need it. I hear it. Is it just like hard right from here and you can walk along the outside? Certainly is. I don't think there's anything actually in here. There's not. Whatever the point of that is. Alright, let's go back in here because there is something that we missed. We technically didn't miss, but we're gonna see if we can get to it. There's also this pallet. I can also take that off. And I even want divine confetti anymore? I don't think so. I don't think I want anything anymore. Oh, I want this. And this. Those I will want. Not for right now, but those are the next items we're gonna need. Let's see. Hey, how y'all doing? I forgot that I rested after that you guys respawned. Might be. Now, I don't know for sure. It might be a glitch you can do, so maybe I won't try it because I don't know how to do it. But you can get onto the roofs of these buildings. I'm starting to think that it's not intended. I got excited, but it's those holes. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Aha! I found it. Ooh, almost fell. I'm actually puppeteering that guy for a pretty good reason. I thought I would jump it. Oh, well. Surprise! I didn't think of that arrow over here. There you go. There's actually a bowl over here. Oh, that's why. Which one's my puppet? There's the other one. Oh, see this guy now. The other one dies. And the reason I do that is actually the puppet can hit the bowl. But it really works the same way as the blazing bowl. It's just good natural stuff. Careful, Chubu down. Herb. And a beast karma. More spirit emblems. Holding coin purse is always nice. We actually have a lot of gold stored up now. So that's what I was actually trying to see through these windows was the bowl, but I couldn't get a good view on it, or a view at all. I could hear it though. You can hear it stomping around. Stop doing that. More confetti. And that, oh, I was gonna say, oh, that's right. I never figured out how to get in there. Or at least I didn't think I ever figured out how to get in there. Is it here? There are items in there, but I never figured out how to actually get in that room. Because there's wall here, wall here. You can't really see well into the room. You go up to the roof. There's no hole on the roof. There's a wall here. There's this little tunnel that you can see into. And then you come over here, and there's a wall. It's all solid walls. The only thing is this little tunnel way. But, hold on. Figured out how to get in there. Oh boy, am I dumb. God, I hate myself sometimes. Treasure carp scale. Treasure carp scale. Let me guess. Treasure carp scale? Yeah. What is this? Treasure carp scale? I doubt it if it's in here. Water of the palace. A cup filled with divine waters. A drink popular with nobles of the palace. When a wedding procession arrives at the Fountainhead Palace, this is a dark drink, or why did I say dark? This is the drink they are greeted with. The nectar is the nectar of the palace nobles. Go ahead, drink to your heart's content. I can't read. I don't know what's wrong with me, but for some reason I'm just not allowed to read. Alright. So I don't know if that's like a sake drink we can give to people. I've never actually been in here, so I don't know what to do. So that's actually the first time you're supposed to see the carp, but we saw it earlier because we cheated. And it actually kind of spawns out of nowhere. If you manage to get over in this area in the water before coming here, like we did, the carp's not there at all. But as soon as you come out to the bridge, it just pops up from right there. So, fun fact for you guys. Let's rest up. So, we've explored the first half of Fountainhead Palace. Now it's just all this up here. Simple enough. And there's actually not really much to explore up here. It's just a lot of enemies. There's not much items, at least not useful ones. They're not. There we go. Hi. We should go get some skills. The roof angle really messed up the attack. Sorry about that. Luckily, this volleyball, soccer ball one, whatever you want to call it, are the easiest ones to kill. That's it. Everything you're doing is not. Oh, hey, we fell down here. kill the easy one first. Hey, don't hit me in the back. That is. Oh, that I can have it with bosses too. We almost got the anti-air. No, I've never seen it. What thrust? What is that considered? I don't know how to thrust. Give me all the spoils. Oh, you two are gonna be really annoying, aren't you? Oh, they're both coming to check me out. Nice. I was trying to go for the answer. Gotcha, gold. Get destroyed. I think that's why they got shot for so long. I know I was hearing it, but not killing him. I think it was because of the posture. I think she had good posture. I just assumed all these enemies are girls. Yeah! Nope. Didn't make it. So normally, if you're doing regular progression, you would come up here and see that this door is locked, closed from the other side. And this is where we ran down, and there were enemies up here, which now we can kill. And then there were all these guys down here, which I've never actually tried killing them because like there's so many and you can't stealth it. But I guess let's go for it. Well, everyone doesn't want me to kill you first. They're all throwing attacks at me. I can't see you. Your turn. How are you not gonna die? So it wasn't that hard to kill all of them. Just annoying. Talk about delayed lightning. Stop hopping, okay? Just stop. What do you accomplish? Dragon Spring Sake. We actually bought that earlier. Now we get more. Good lord. It's nice over here. Okay. Now there's only one area left for this big old wall, and that's this area down here, which we actually can't get to right now, I don't think. Oh, also, there's a mini boss down there. We won't fight him yet, though. It's okay. He doesn't give a prayer bead. I've actually killed him once, simply because of that. I knew he didn't give a prayer bead because I hadn't killed him and had all the prayer necklaces. Knew he didn't give a gourd seed because I knew that there were only 9 in the game, so I just never killed him. However, because we're killing everything, or trying to kill everything, we will give it a shot. We're gonna back up here, because there is something else we need to do first. I don't actually remember how to get over there. But I know that there's a secret place over here we can go to, so we're gonna go explore that. See a little grappling point, which I missed. We can go back up the waterfall. So we're gonna shoot for that cave right up there in the wall. And we got white lizards now. Spirit emblems, because well, why not? There's actually an idol here too, which is nice.
Hello? Hello? Do you know about carb scales? Priceless scales of the divine treasure carb. Bring them to me, and I'll reward you handsomely.
So, here is actually where you get the last fragment of the mask, the left fragment. If you remember, the carp salesman in Harada Estate had, did he have the head or he might have had the right fragment. Either way, it costs 12 for this one, 7 for the one at the other carp salesman, and then 5,000 gold for the abandoned dungeon merchant. And when you buy all of them, you create the mask. And I believe I mentioned earlier, the mask is spend 5 skill points, get 1 attack power. So honestly, bad until you don't need skill points anymore. That's when I would get it. I thought it would be 1 for 1, but it's not. And on a current playthrough that I have on PS4, I have about I think over 70 attack power. I'm on New Game Plus 7. I went that far in the game, so it is definitely useful late game. Lapis is the upgrade material for the high, like it says, used for the highest level of upgrades. There's only, I'm trying to do the math, I think 7 per playthrough. I think I'm doing that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 per playthrough? And there are 4 max upgrades, and 1 takes 3. I think 1 might take 4 and the other 2 take 2. Or maybe 2, or maybe 3 take 2 and 1 takes 3. I don't remember. Basically, you can't get all upgrades in the first playthrough. And then a Dragon Blood Droplet.
Bring me some skin.
Now we're actually going to buy the Lapis.
You there! If you ever happen across another part like mine, ignore any requests he makes of you. He's the shame of our clan. He's a treasonous villain who attempted to kill the great god for his own benefit. A well-bred man you are. Please, bring more scales soon.
Something fishy going on here. Get it? Fishy? Carp? So we're actually going to go back to Harada Estate for the last time. And we're going to go talk to the other pot noble and see what they've got going. Let's go back over here. Oh, this is also something we didn't explore with dive yet. There is a lot of diveable water here. A lot of diveable water here. We never came back and went through here. But if you remember the first time we locked on, or the first time we came in, there was something we could lock onto and kill. And there are actually treasure carps under the surface that you can't reach until you have dive. Let's do that. Get some skills.
Bring me any scales. If you have any, I'll reward you handsomely.
Do we need to buy? I don't remember.
Bring me some.
Let's actually go get. I know that there's one treasure carps here. Is there one on this side? I don't think so. But we're gonna buy the mass fragment just to make sure that this quest line works. It's like a certain. I think it's a certain number of scales you have to spend. Some people say it's just buy something. Some people say you have to spend 6 scales, the mask which costs 7, or you can buy the passer's test for the long pass. I don't really know, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the mask because it works when I bought the mass fragment. Let's go over here. Run, 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 run. I'm actually gonna jump off the bridge, and I think there's a treasure carp down there we can dive and get. And one more scale after that. Marauders. No one cares about you guys. Is it not here? It's actually not here. Where is the rest of the water we can go into? The other side of that. Is it over here? Pop up here, this takes us to the burning section of Harada Estate. Oh. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good night. I forgot it actually takes you in the burning section. I know I said it takes you to the burning section, but my brain was thinking something else. My brain was thinking where Owl was in the very beginning. So we actually skipped it, that's what it was. How do we get back? There we go. Answer your question. Lock onto it. Should you just do this? And this is where the Shinobi Hunter is. So I guess we accidentally skipped the section of water with the carpet. I think that only has one, so we still need another scale. Takes us to the 3-story pagoda. Here we got the Mist Raven's feathers. So I guess we'll quickly go back to Fountainhead Palace, get a scale, and come back. Now those episodes again getting longer, but I want to at least. You're literally standing on the middle there. That's not cool. Oh well. can always just do this. That way I'm safe from enemies hitting me out of this. I mean, I guess the piranhas can hit me, but you have to dive for them to aggro, I think, because they can't come to the surface, just like the treasure carps can't come to the surface. Fountainhead Palace. I think this is the best place. I think there's one right under the sakura tree here. So there are a lot of treasure carps in the water of Fountainhead Palace and a lot of loose scales as the items. So pretty much after we do this quest line, treasure carp scales are useless to us because I don't want any of those items. But if you want to buy them all, then feel free to get them. There are definitely enough treasure carp scales in the game to get all of them, I feel like. I haven't actually mathed it out, but I feel like I've had extra after buying all of them. Because I did buy them all my first playthrough. Let's see. I hate all of you. Why? Alright. Maybe we'll be better off finding a loose scale. Back to actually explore the bottom here. Honestly, we explored like half of it already, just trying to get this scale. Because really all that's down here is treasure carps and some items on the ground. We just haven't gone into the depths yet. Thank you. So glad we brought up that one. Watch this be a scale here, and it not really matter that we killed it. It's precious speed. Back to Harada State to spend some scales so we can continue with the pot salesman quest line that just started. And I actually think I should have warped to this one first so I could not have to warp a second time to it. I think after we do the pot thing, well, we'll be ending the episode off, but what is there left to do? I guess we... Oh, there was one section that we haven't been able to get to up here, the far left side.
Did you bring me any scales? If you have any, I'll reward you handsomely.
Left from us. Oh, wrong...
Bring me some.
I'm an idiot. Wrong pot. I don't know where I'm going. My brain just disappeared from my head. We're going to the Harada State one to buy something, not that guy. We already bought stuff from him for him to tell us not to trust the other pot noble because the other pot noble wants to kill the great carp. How dare he? I just realized there's a dead horse there. That's sad. Poor horse. We have 7 Bible Master fragments.
live a long, long life. The carp that never grows old. You have the aroma of the divine rain, and you've been so kind to me. Very well. I give this to you now.
Truly precious bait. This is truly precious bait. If bait has hair, you know something's truly special. The Urata noble in the pot is obsessed with thoughts of becoming a master. He who receives the scales of a carp becomes closer to a carp himself. I bestow onto you my secret treasure.
Bring it to the great carp of the divine realm. Then I will finally become a carp and bestow upon you treasure. But I'm waiting.
So, we were told not to trust him by the other pod noble. But, personally, I've never done his quest line. There are two ways that you can go with this. You can either help him out or not help him out, in which case you'd be helping the other pod noble out, really. Oh! I just found out that time doesn't stop. It paused. I thought it did, so I wasn't worried about it. Where do we want to go? Palace Grounds is where? Palace Grounds is okay, we want to go here. Palace Grounds is where all the top of the waterfall, the building up there, where all the doors were closed, and we used it as a shortcut.
You beasts. You tricked him all this time. Nobility this, and eternity that. Pretty lies to fool him. Give him back! Father! My father! Give him back!
Okay, lady, chill. So if you actually come back around here, you can hit this grappling hook. And this is actually how you get to the other side. This last little section over here. These broken down buildings. Again, more enemies, like always. Some of them How did that not stagnate? Very last thing to do before we end the episode off.
Master, I call it. Feed it. The bell must be wrong.
Bell must be wrong. So, I think before we continue this episode, we should end it and ring the bell in the next episode. So, if you guys want to see what happens, be sure to hop over there and check it out, and I will see you guys there as well.